Hello everyone, welcome to course study on solid mechanics. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the numerical which is based on simply supported beam which is subjected to uniformly varying load and the combination of point load and UDL. So the first problem is, and the statement is as follows: a simply supported beam 6 meter span subjected to uniformly varying load as shown in figure. Draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Now as per the given statement, we have a simply supported beam, means we have support at point A and support at point B. So it's a simply supported beam which has a span of 6 meter. Therefore this span is 6 meter. It is subjected to uniformly varying load. Now in case of uniformly varying load, the variation in the load is linear one, which has zero value at one end and maximum value at the other end. So in our case, it has zero value at point A, whereas 1000 Newton per meter value at other end. And from that we have to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So all of you know that while drawing the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram, the first step is to find out the support reaction. Now we are going to find out the support reaction at point A, that is RA or AY. We can say it as AY also, because at point A it is acting in upward direction along Y direction, and RB at point B. Therefore first equilibrium equation is summation of f of x is equal to 0, as there is only one force acting along x direction, that is horizontal force at A. Then we have ax is equal to 0. There is no other force which is acting along x direction. Next one, second equilibrium equation is summation of f of y is equal to 0. Summation of f of y equal to 0 means this reaction is AY, this reaction is RB, both are acting in upward direction, therefore the positive. And the very important point, this uniformly varying load, we have to convert it into point load. Remember that this uniformly varying load, we have to convert it into point load, and that will act in downward direction. Now how to convert uniformly varying load into point load? The formula is 1/2 into base into height. 1/2 into base into height. By using this formula, we are going to convert our UVL into point load. Therefore we have 1/2 into base is 6 meter and height is 1000. Therefore by using this formula, your UVL will convert into the point load, and that value is 3000 Newton. That value is 3000 Newton, which will act in downward direction. Therefore we have summation of f of y is equal to AY plus RB, which is equal to 3000 Newton, by using a formula of UVL. Now another question is that, as we have converted our uniformly varying load into the point load by using formula 1/2 into base into height, what should be the location where it will act? Remember that the uniformly varying load, after converting into the point load, it will act at a distance of L by 3 from this support. 90-degree angle, it will act at a distance of L by 3, and it will act, the remaining distance will be twice L by 3. So from 90-degree angle, it will act at a distance of L by 3. So L by 3 means 6 by 3, so it will become 2 meter. Okay, therefore we have this equation. So after that we have another equilibrium equation, moment at A, which is equal to 0. Now moment at A equal to 0 means that we have point load 1/2 into base is 6 meter and the height is 1000 meter. that will act over here, and from this the remaining distance is twice L by 3. So twice L by 3 means 2 into 6 by 3. At that distance it will act. Therefore, after solving it, we have the final equation 1000 by 2 into 6 into 4. Remember that UVL we have converted into the point load, and the point load it will act at a distance of L by 3 from the 90-degree angle, and the remaining distance will be twice L by 3. So this is the value of moment due to the UVL. Now the remaining force is RB, which is acting in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore it will become RB into perpendicular distance 6. After solving this equation, I have RB is equal to 2000 Newton, and after putting it into equation 1, I have AY is equal to 1000 Newton. So remember that in case of UVL, you have to convert it into the point load, and we have to consider the distance at which it will act. Now the second step of SFD and BMD is shear force calculation. The shear force at left of A is equal to 0 because it's a end. The shear force at right of A is 1000 because at A we have the reaction value 1000 and it will act in upward direction. Therefore we have positive sign O here. The shear force left of B is 1000 minus 3000 because this is 1000 and here it is. After converting UL into point load, we have a value 3000 Newton. So this 1000 minus this 3000, it will be minus 2000 Newton, and shear force at right of B will be 0. So remember that we have converted into point load. Now we will draw the shear force distribution diagram. At A we have 0 value, therefore this is the 0 value. Again at A we have 1000 value, so this is the 1000 value. Shear force at left of B we have 2000 value, so this is 2000 value, and right of B will become 0, so this is 0. So remember that for the uniformly varying load, for the shear force diagram, we have to join it by a parabolic curve. So this is a parabolic curve and it should be a second degree parabolic curve. So this is very important concept in shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. For the uniformly varying load between two support or between 2 point load, we have to join it by a parabolic curve, and that should be a second degree parabolic curve. So this line and this line will be joined by a parabola, second degree parabolic curve. Now if you observe the shear force diagram, we have a 0 value of shear force at point C. Now we are going to find out the distance at which shear force is 0. At point C it is 0, okay, but we have to find out that distance where shear force is 0. Therefore suppose that distance is x from support A. I am showing over here, see here, okay. Therefore we will find a shear force equation to find out the distance x. Now how to write down the shear force equation? Shear force equation means, again, it is the sum of all the vertical forces up to point C, Therefore this 1000 shear force equation is 1000 means this RA AY value which is acting in upward direction, AY means positive, minus 1/2 into x into h, because this one it is a triangular portion, this one is a triangular portion, and that triangular portion we have to convert it into a point load. How to convert it into point load? By using this formula, 1000 minus 1/2 into base is, suppose base is x and height is h, it is shown over here, therefore we have 1/2 base into h. So by using this formula we have converted into a point load. but we have to find out the value of x, but there are two unknowns x and h. We don't know the value of h. So by using similarity of triangle, we have this h by x, which is equal to this 1000 divided by total length 6. So from this equation, by using similarity of triangle, we have h is equal to 1000x upon 6. That value we are going to put into this equation. After putting this value into this equation, we have 1000 minus 1 half x into 1000x upon 6, because the value of h is 1000x upon 6. Now we have one shear force equation which has only one unknown, and that is x. After equating it to 0, I have, if I equate previous equation to 0, I have x is equal to 3.464 meter. That is where the shear force will be 0, and at this point we will get the maximum bending moment. Remember that we have calculated the value of shear force by equating it to 0. Therefore we have maximum value of shear force at x is equal to 3.464 meter. Now our next calculation is bending moment calculation. Remember that in case of bending moment, we have bending moment value equal to 0 at its end. Therefore at end A and at B we have 0 value of bending moment. Therefore at A and B it will be 0. But very important, we are going to calculate bending moment at point C, where shear force is 0. Now bending moment at point C can be given by this 1000x, 1000 load is acting at a distance of x, because at point C we have this value. It will become 1000 into x minus 1 half into x into 1000x upon 6 into x by 3, because this ay, it is acting at a distance of x, therefore the moment is this one, minus this particular triangular portion. We have to convert into point load, therefore it will become 1 half into x into height is 1000x upon 6, and it will be act at a distance of L by 3, means x by 3. On putting value of x into this equation, we have 1000 into 3.464 minus 1 half into 3.464 into 1000 into 3.464 upon x into 3.464 upon 3. On solving this equation, we have 2309.40 Newton meter. So this is the value of bending moment at point C. Remember that we are going to calculate bending moment diagram based on those values. Now bending moment at A equal to 0, bending moment at B equal to 0, and at C we have the maximum bending moment, and that value is 2309.40 Newton meter. Now remember that in case of UVL, uniformly varying load, for the bending moment diagram we will join it by a cubic curve of third degree. So this is a cubic curve of degree 3. So in this way we have calculated the value of shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, shear force values, bending moment values. So we will stop here. In the next lecture again we will discuss the numericals based on shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Thank you.